Teaching children the skill of staying quiet. Golden tips to help your child master the art of silence. Welcome, dear listeners, to the Being Friends with Your Child segment. Today, we will explore a crucial skill for children's development, the ability to be quiet. Many parents undoubtedly find it challenging when their children are overly active and constantly making noise. However, teaching children to be quiet is not just about ensuring silence when needed. It also helps them learn to be calm within themselves. So, how can we guide our beloved children to embrace stillness? Let's find out together right now. How to teach your child to love silence. This is perhaps the question many parents ponder. To help children learn to be quiet, the most important thing is to have gentle and encouraging approaches. Praise, a magical medicine for positive behavior. You know, children always want to please those around them, especially their parents. Timely praise will be a great source of motivation, helping them recognize their correct behaviors. Instead of criticizing when they make noise, offer sincere praise when they know how to be quiet. Tell them how happy and proud you feel when they behave gently. Focusing on the positive behaviors they have shown will encourage them to repeat them in the future. Conversely, criticizing or scolding when they are noisy can inadvertently cause them to continue that behavior to get your attention. Clear explanations, the key to understanding and compliance. Sometimes, children make noise not intentionally, but simply because they don't clearly understand your request. When you say, "Be quiet," they may not know exactly how quiet you want them to be. Therefore, explain specifically to them in which situations you expect them to be quiet and to what extent. Discovering the value of silence. Have you ever talked to your child about the wonders that silence brings? Silence not only helps us relax and rest but also provides an opportunity to listen to our inner feelings and observe the world around us. Take quiet moments with your child while walking in the park, listening to birdsong or the rustling of leaves. Ask them about their feelings during those moments. This will help them appreciate the beauty and importance of silence. Practicing together, creating good habits every day. To help your child love and get used to silence. Nothing is more effective than practicing it together in everyday life. Create quiet times at home. Perhaps while reading together, having gentle conversations, or simply enjoying a quiet space without electronic devices. Pay close attention to what your child shares during these moments. This not only helps them feel your care but also helps them recognize appropriate times for conversation and when to be quiet. Golden tips for each age group. Each age group has different psychological characteristics, so applying appropriate strategies is crucial. For children aged 0 to 5, during this stage, children are often very active and have difficulty controlling their behavior. Here are a few helpful suggestions. Distract their attention. Try singing a song your child loves, encouraging them to sing and dance along. Or you can tell an engaging story to capture their imagination and make them forget about yelling or making noise. Express disapproval. When your child yells or makes noise, gently but firmly tell them you don't like that behavior and ask them to stop. Sometimes, your seriousness will help them understand the boundaries. Use the timeout technique. If your child doesn't listen, you can apply the timeout technique by taking them to a quiet space, away from toys or attention from others for a short period. The important thing is to remain calm, without scolding or hitting, so that your child understands they are being separated not because you are angry but because of their inappropriate behavior. Create a quiet space of their own. Prepare a cute little corner with a table and chairs, books, or toys they love. When they are too noisy, gently take them there so they can play quietly and gradually calm down. Remember, this is not a punishment but a place to help them find peace. For children aged 5 to 10, at this age, children have better awareness and can understand simple reasoning. Encourage quiet activities. Create opportunities for your child to engage in quiet activities such as reading, drawing, or playing quiet games. This helps them realize that they don't always need to participate in noisy activities. Talk about family values. Regularly discuss the good values of the family, including respect and love for each other. Explain to your child that quiet times are necessary for everyone to rest and show respect for those around them. Ensure your child receives enough attention. Sometimes, children engage in noisy behavior just to get their parents' attention. Therefore, make sure you spend enough time and attention with your child. For teenagers, this is a stage when children are gradually asserting their independence and maturity. Empower and encourage participation. Try discussing with your teenager about organizing family gatherings and invite them to help prepare. When you trust and give them tasks, you are showing respect for their maturity and helping them develop self-esteem. Establish common rules. Together with your teenager, agree on when to turn on the TV and music, how people will talk to each other, what volume levels are acceptable, and what is not. Discuss consequences. Once the rules are agreed upon, discuss the potential consequences of not following them. It's important that these consequences are reasonable, natural, and not too harsh. When teenagers are involved in setting the consequences, they are less likely to feel resentful or resist if they violate the rules. Dear listeners, teaching children the skill of being quiet is a process that requires patience, understanding, and consistency from parents. Remember, our goal is not to turn our children into silent individuals, but to help them learn to master stillness, respect shared spaces, and develop inner peace. We hope today's sharing will provide you with helpful suggestions on your journey of being friends with your child. Thank you for listening.